All right, so we'll show you. First of all, I love this mop. I don't know what it is. It's a Sorbo. I don't know what it is, but this thing's great. It's got a good scrub power. Holds a ton of water. Picks up the dirt. It doesn't. I mean, it's soft. It's super soft. This thing's freaking awesome. All right, so when we clean our windows, we clean a two-step process. But one thing is sometimes you're in this situation. I can get a ladder in there. We actually use these ladders right here for this situation specifically. Because what we can do is we can straddle shrubbery. That's the reason that we use these guys right here. The main reason. So what I do want to point out is a lot of times when you walk up to a window and you see the microabrasions, you'll see them coming straight down. And that is because guys are straight pulling. Some people straight pull, they pull every window, right? And some people, they only do it when they have to. But in this situation, I actually straight pulled this already. And it just kind of gave me a thought. So when you are wetting, you don't want to jam water up into that thing. You jam water up in there, you could walk away. You could half an hour later, you'll get a drip that'll come all the way down to the bottom, and you didn't even know it was there. It was great when you left. So, but one thing you definitely want to do, and this takes control, is you want to get the water all the way up there, and we go sideways for two reasons. One is we don't want to jam water up into there. The other reason is that there's dirt in those corners, and you want to get it out, right? So when you're scrubbing the window, right, and this is not enough water, you want to use a ton of water on the first one, so you don't scratch it. So what we'll do is we'll get the dirt off first. This is a very light scrub. Well, this one has actually already been done, but we go until you feel the dirt's off. If you gotta do this for half an hour to get the dirt off, then do it for half an hour. Don't scratch the glass. Alright, but the other thing is, this is the purpose of this video, is when you're going up there, while you're cleaning, there's a chance that you do have some dirt up inside that crack. So what you're going to want to do is, you don't want to risk it. Put it and face this way. If you face this way, you might lose your towel. If you face this way, your squeegee's not going to pop off, and you're going to have a little more control. So if you go over that just one time, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure there's no dirt in there. So this is what a lot of guys do, is when they come and they straight pull, right, what they're doing is, right there's dirt up in there, okay? And that's where they kind of go wrong, is they're picking up that dirt right there and they're dragging it all the way down the window. Now there's going to be a little moisture up there. Some guys are better at this than others. I am not one of the people that's better, but that's okay. Because when you get done, you take this, you go up, you go across, you touch it up. But if you don't do that one process, and if you get good at it after you do it for a while, if you don't do that process, it is only a matter of time before you're going to put microabrasions on that glass. This is blue tinted glass. That coating right there is one of the easiest ones to scratch. So that's your tip for the day. Okay, and just to reiterate, so when you put the water at the top, what a lot of guys what they're doing is when they wet it, they leave a little bit of dry space at the very top. And the reason they do that is because when you're putting your squeegee up there and you're feathering it in, there's going to be moisture, and they don't want that line of moisture up there. So what we do is we'll scrub the whole window, and then the very last, or we start with the top and get it, because it'll dry off as you're cleaning the rest of the window, and then you go back and you kind of pick up that little extra off of there. But you do actually want to, and I get it, it does start out a lot cleaner, but you do run the risk of grabbing some dirt and dragging it across the window. So I would recommend getting up there, getting it wet, Another thing we can do too is if there's a ton of water or you just get too much water, put this on it first, go pick that water up, which is actually part of what we actually do usually anyways, is we'll go pick that water up, and then we'll come back and then we'll do it. But the point is that a lot of guys, and you know, I've done it myself, is when they're cleaning the window, they'll leave that little bit of dry spot, so that way when they cut in, they don't leave that moisture line at the top. And I understand why you would want to do that, but if you're on a certain type of glass, you know, you are running the risk of dragging some dirt down. So that was actually, to be clear, the point of the video, you know, doing one versus the other.